Hey folks, welcome to Fishing Lake Country. Today we're going to go fishing. In this video we're going to go fishing for open water crappie. Okay, this is January, mid-January. The water is running around 44 degrees in that area, 43 to 45, depends on the days. As you get out there and the day will warm up, sun's on the water, today it's supposed to be 55, which is really warm for us, so that's where I'm going today. And as this water warms up and the sun gets on this water today, that top surface is going to warm up. These crappie are going to pull up 5-10 foot of water in open water, 16 foot to 20 foot off the creek channel and to the mouth of creeks. That's where I'm going to be looking, okay? Let's go and see if we can find some crappie. Thank y'all for watching Fishing Lake Country. Stick with me. Let's go fishing. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. It's a stupid bass. I thought, what a crappie when I first seen this fish, guys. I thought this is a monster crappie coming toward the boat. And I'm trying to catch crappie in open water, guys. And I'm still handicapped. I still don't have but a left turn of my trolling, but I got to turn right by hand. So I don't know. Every time I run into one of the local friends, they go like, stop a minute, I'll help you. They go like, what's going on? Well, supposedly, this is January, supposedly, wow. Here, I got it. A little tiny jig. I poured those last night, playing around. Oops, I made him bleed too. He was hooked. He was hooked right at the bottom of his gill. There you go, guys. It wasn't in his stomach. That's a nice bass. He's 3.5 pounds. Go on, boy. He went on. He was hooked right where his gill plate starts. A little tiny hook, but it don't take much when the hook goes in around that white fleshy part around the gill plate. That's where he was hooked. The head come out. It couldn't stay there, could it? That's what he hit. And why he bit that little tiny thing, I reckon he was hungry. Oh, guys, I think this one's a crappie. I done moved to another spot, fooling around and ate my lunch and just watching the depth finder. I thought, ain't no crappie in this cove. And I just kept watching, and I've been kicking around here and I found this one. That's what you got to do. That's to find these big crappie in open water. I'm going to show you. Bam. Wow, this is a 2-pounder here, guys. We're going to weigh him. Wow, this is a big one. Yeah, this is a big one. Come on. Woohoo! I'm sure y'all recording. What do you thought y'all think of that one? Now, I've been out here 2 hours. This is the first crappie I caught. And I was saying this earlier, guys. All right, hurry up. I got my scale right here. I was saying this earlier in another clip when I caught the bass. This time of year, I don't catch as many, but I catch some nice crappie. Now, I showed y'all earlier what I was doing. I'm just watching the depth finder, running the circle. He broke. Hey, y'all ain't never, my paint come off my jig head there. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can find a place. Sometimes I punch their lip. I done that on a bass the other day, and I thought, maybe I shouldn't have done it, but I don't like hanging them in the gills either, guys. Now, this thing reads in tenths, okay? Look here. 2 pounds, 0.1. So that means he weighs 2 pounds and 1.5 ounces. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Be still, crappie. Be still. $2.2. I'm sorry. He weighs 2.2. All right. Now, guys, I'm going to get him back fast as I can. All right, guys. I took a picture of my phone. 2.2 going. Now, he just sank down in the water, guys, and laid there for a second. I was sitting there watching him. That's why I hesitated. I was watching him. He just laid there and went. He probably like, man, that guy let me go. Now, here's what I was saying, guys. This thing reads in tenths. So when it gets to 1.8,
1.9, it goes to 2 pounds. It goes in tenths of an ounce. This is the oldest scale, but I know the scale is accurate because a friend of mine had these weights, okay? And he knew what the weights weighed, and we put them in, there was brass weights, and we put them in a net and hung the net on there, and whatever it came to, I don't remember what it was when we done it, he said, all right, that's right. And he reached in the net, took one of the weights out. He said, yep, that's right. I said, why? He said, I know what he had them marked on the side of the brass weights. One was like 8 ounces, one was like 10 ounces. See what I'm saying? So he put those in there, and he said that scale read right every time as he was changing the weights. So that's how we calibrated the scale one time, okay? So I know this scale is pretty daggone accurate. So 2.2. So if 2 in a tenth, right? If you take 16 and divide it by 10, right? All right. So each tenth on there is about 1 1/4 ounce, right? 1 3/8 of an ounce. So that crappie weighs 2 pounds and a little bit over 2 ounces. Maybe actually about 2 pounds and 3 ounces, right? I'll do the math later. I'm fishing right now. All right, guys, this is the next cast. I found another one. I weighed that one, fooled around, straightened my bait up. Ooh, it's a nice one too. And got on my phone, done some math. I got thinking about that last one, guys. I had the thing figured out one time on that scale, but I quit fooling with it. Quit thinking about it. I ain't weighed anything since last spring. I don't think I weighed anything maybe this summer. Bam! Exactly, here's what I'm talking about, guys. Look at this hog. This one's even bigger. All right, guys, I'm going home after this. No, I'm just kidding. But I told you, I've been here a couple hours trying to find some. I couldn't find them. I think what it is now, the sun's gotten up good and it's warming the water. That's a blue and silver bottom. I made this my dual injector I got last week. And the top half is blue and the bottom half is silver. Okay, you can see that? The tails don't do very good on these willow tails, guys. The body does fine. Look at this one. Woo-wee. All right. I keep looking at my camera, guys, because I get home sometimes and I don't have anything. And when I'm having a day like this, this would be disappointing. Now, all right, understand the clear. Okay. I done some math, guys, except for I made the cast to this one. A tenth is, oh, this one's even bigger. Oh, look here, guys. This one, well, I thought he was bigger. Okay. Easy, easy. Let me stand up. He's 2.2. I think he's same as the last one, guys. How you like that? He's same as the last one. I thought he's a little bit bigger than y'all. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of this one too, guys. Because I keep them on my phone because people ask me that all the time. You catching any big fish? Yeah. You catching any crappie? Yeah. That way I can show them. I can say, yeah, look here. All right, guys. That's 2.2. Bam. Y'all see me? I know what somebody's going to say, Dennis, that's the same one. You see me release the last one, right? You see me release the last fish. You just see me release that one. But this is what I'm trying to tell you in this video, guys. And this is a Thursday. I had the day off today because I just finished a paint job yesterday in a big house. I mean a big old house. And I've been 3 days on hallways. That's how big the house is. But anyway, enough about me working. I had some time today, and today's a pretty day. You notice the wind's a little bit bad. I've got in here out of the wind. The sun's sitting in here. I got blood on my hands from somewhere. I must have poked myself with a hook. But anyway, look. I'm so excited, guys. I'm everywhere. Can y'all tell I'm a little excited? Can you tell I'm a little everywhere right now? I get excited in these big fish. And I live for this time of year. From now to April is big fish time on the lake, guys. If y'all living somewhere where it's not frozen, the water's 44 degrees here today. All right, it says 47 now. It's 44 degrees when I started today. So that 3 degrees is the jump of the sun on the water surface, right? Y'all guys, I got depth finders, you know what I'm saying. You get out there in the morning and the water's 44, and at lunchtime, it's 1 o'clock, a little bit after 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, you're going like, the water's 47. It's not 47, guys, all the way to the bottom. It's that surface layer. But that's why the crappie are coming up in that surface layer. That crappie was about 5 foot deep. I looked out there and I went, there's a big one. I mean, it was a blump on this depth finder. And I'm gonna set this other camera up here and show you that too. I hadn't had it up here today because I haven't seen many fish. You don't go out there thinking you're gonna catch a bunch of big crappie, cast a cat. Wait a minute, I just did that. I just caught two cats. Well, you can catch some guys and 2 casts in a row, but that's I'm trying to be a little funny, guys. That's unusual. I caught this crappie, released him, turned around this way with my LiveScope, and I then did all that waiting with the phone, done the measuring, turned around. Like that, my reel was messed up. I untangled it, made a couple of casts, and it had a kink in it. Reeled it back in and went, shoot, there's one at 25 foot. Threw out there, brought the bait up, and he hit it just like that. That don't happen all the time. Like I said, I done threw it 5 or 6 big ones today, and I've had 2 try to bite me, and I caught both of those. Some of them run from the bait. I've probably thrown at least 6. Some of them run at the bait. And I found some small ones that I threw out, and they didn't pay attention to it either, and I caught a bass. All right, now there's one fish right here. Okay, see him right here? That's what I'm looking at. He's 40 feet away. Now what I'm gonna do is like an old cat. So I'm gonna sneak up on him. Here's which way he is. Of course, I'm one-handed still. Minnesota ain't got me going. They said they're trying. They're trying to figure out what part to send me. That's the last I was heard 2 weeks ago. And they're gonna send the part to the dealership that works on it close to me. 45 minutes from me. All right. I was gonna set the other camera up, but I'm gonna take a shot at this one, guys, live, right? Because I don't have time. Now he's at 25 feet, and he's 6 feet deep. All right. Now, I can see my bait way too far behind him. That's fine. I want to come past him. I don't want to hit him on the head. I want to bring it right, here I come. Now I'm coming right past his head. I'm coming right past him. He didn't do nothing. He didn't move. Now, I'm gonna reel it in. He didn't do anything, guys. He didn't pay attention to it. And I told you, that's what happens a lot of times. You don't catch all of them. I got 2 in a row there. That was luck. And I'm gonna finish telling y'all how much a 10th is. I haven't forgot. I got caught up in this. And y'all thinking, he's everywhere. I know I am. I'm home. I ain't done with you. I got fishing here. There's 2 here now. I got fishing. Hey, my wife says I can only do one thing at a time. And y'all know that's true now, don't you? Y'all gonna like, and y'all probably the same way. I'm fishing right now. I'll explain the difference to you in here in a second. Now, I'm coming past him again. Nothing. He's not paying any attention to it. Now, what I'm gonna do now, guys, is I'm gonna switch to this other rod. All right? And I'm gonna cut this camera off, or this video will be an hour long. But look, I looked on my phone. I divided 16 ounces by 10. 1.6. Now some of y'all probably done did it. You said, Dennis, I done been there. We done it while you was jabbering and weighing that other fish. I done it but after that first fish, but 1.6. So that means if you take 6 and 6 is 12, so you're over another ounce, right? So that fish right there weighed 2 pounds, 3 ounces and a touch, okay? 2 pounds and 3 ounces and a touch. Both those fish did. Let's say they were pushing 2 pounds and 4 ounces. Guys, those are nice crappie. I'll take those any day. All right, I'm gonna try to run this other one down. He's going this way. That's where he's heading. He's moving a good bit too, so and that's what I gotta do too. I gotta run them down. When I spot one like that, they're in here just kicking around this warm water, hunting for shad, and there's shad in here running around too. Right there's a couple of crappie over top of a school of shad. I don't see. I'm gonna lay a towel up here, guys, trying to stop some of this light. I'm gonna try to stand here and stop some of the light. I'm trying to help y'all see, that makes it hard for me to see. Got my bait down there with them. Didn't have anything to do with it, did he? See my bait. My bait's right there amongst them. Alright, one of them hit it. One of them hit it. One of them hit it. Got one of them to hit it. And that's unusual. He's pretty close to the boat, guys. I just kept it there and let it bounce. That's what the thing with this Willow Tail. This Willow Tail has good action. He ain't no monster. He's a nice one, eh? He's a nice one. Oh wow, he's bigger than I thought he was. All right, guys, and see, they will chase no shad. All right, guys, I ain't caught 3 today now. On the Willow Tail. It's blue and silver. That's what I've been catching them on. So I made those last night. I was making them yesterday evening. He's pretty too, guys. He's going to surprise, and he's not 2 pounds. He's probably 1 3/4 pounds, 1.5 pounds. Probably 1.5 pounds at the most. Yeah, so he's 14 and a quarter long, guys. That's a nice crappie. He haul, right? But right on top of him. Ah. So I gotta keep moving my LiveScope because the boat's moving. When the wind and me moving it. All right, coming down. Good angle this time. Right there, right at it. Look, he went away from it. Bait's going this way. Look, he went the opposite way.
Hey folks, I caught a couple nice crappie, didn't I? Okay, had 2 over 2 pounds. And you know, we talked about the tenths. I used my phone, I looked it up as I said, 1.6 if divided by tenths. So if it weighed 2, all right, you take that 2 sixths and add them together, right, you get another ounce, 0.2. So they was 2 pounds and 3 ounces. Both of them was right at the same area, 0.2. So rounded off 2.4 in that area. But look, I said in the video, you don't catch them back to back. I was swimming with my phone, looked at the math, put it down, got a drink, got up, looked at the LiveScope. I went, there's another one right there, about 25 feet. Threw over there, came past him the first time, he rose up and grabbed it. But sometimes, guys, it's that easy. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you throw at them, you bring the bait past them, they turn around and run, go the other way. They'll follow you, have them follow you. And once I get close to the boat, I go ahead and bring it in. Because I got a dead spot there, you know, on the LiveScope sometimes we get a little dead spot around 15 foot. That's about 5 foot big, and I go into that and they get fuzzy. So I don't like getting them close to the boat. And I know somebody will say you got to do updates. I've been doing the updates, done the latest one. It got worse after the latest one. So I'm waiting for the next update and hope that improves it. But, you know, the LiveScope, guys, is great. You can find them. And when they're under this open water, the LiveScope really helps you, okay? This is the bait I was catching them on. They caught the 2 big ones on. The smaller ones I caught on a purple with a chartreuse belly. I got that dual laminator, guys, dual injector. Okay, the bottom's pearl and the top's blue. All right. Now this was made from remelts, so that pearl is not a knock you down whitey pearl. It was some odd and light colors I put together. I added some white to it, some silver to it. And that's what it came out to. Guys, I reuse my pieces, my spews and runners and all them pieces. I reuse them. I don't throw them away. I put them in a tub. And the blues, I put all the blues together to make that blue. And it wasn't quite blue enough for me. And I put some more blue in it, and I put a drop of purple in it to make it a darker blue. So I reuse them. And I made quite a few baits doing that. The purple one I caught the fish on today was the same way. I used June bugs and purples and put them together. And the bottom of it was chartreuse. I used all kinds of chartreuse and put them together. And it came into like a chartreuse goldish pearl. And it was fine. The fish liked it. You know, sometimes we get caught up on colors more than the fish do, okay? You just need a color, and that stay in water they can see. But colors do make a difference. Try a couple of colors sometimes, you know? Don't be afraid to switch color if you're not getting bit, guys. But listen, let me tell you something about this open water fishing. This time of year, I'm sure it's the same thing everywhere on any lake. A crappie's a crappie. It should be basically the same in Alabama. If you're up north, when your ice starts melting, the first ice comes off, go to the creek channel. Get in that channel. Where that creek channel comes out and meets the main channel, in that area, on the first place where it starts to go up some, the first little drop, where it starts to run up on a little flat a little bit. Check those areas, guys. If you got a down finder, watch it. If you got down imaging, watch it. When you start seeing marks and you need shad, you need bait fish. If you got shad in your waters, you need bait fish. You need shad. I said in the video, when you're hungry, you go to the refrigerator. Go like, what's in here to eat? A crappie looks for shad. If there's schools of shad around, they're going to stay with them. They're going to go where the food is. So find the shad. If you start seeing schools of shad in that area, stick with it. I seen crappie today that were following those little schools of shad. They were following them. They was under them. They was above them. They're going to stay around those shad. If they can get them to separate a little bit, they can run one of them down. They don't get to be 2 pounds, guys, but not eating. Not eating often, right? Find the shad. Then you'll find the crappie. Then you look around for single or 2 blimps. If you see 3 together, that's big crappie. That's unusual. Usually it's 1, 2, sometimes 3. Now I probably going to show you in this video. I haven't edited it yet, guys. I seen schools of crappie that had 8, 10, 12 in them, but they weren't big crappie. They were 10 inches. You know what I'm saying? 10, 12 inches maybe at the most. Your bigger crappie do not stay in big schools. They stay in, most time, like say, 4. Sometimes you'll catch 4 together. Most time it's 2 and 3. All right? And like the ones I caught today, they were by themselves. There was 1. And that's even better yet. But here's when you're going to find out the LiveScope. You bring them past it sometimes. When they see the bait, they turn and go the other way. They'll do it many times. They'll follow you a little ways and quit. All right? You throw out a bunch, guys, hoping to catch a few. Okay? And like I say, play with colors. If they're following you, they're not paying attention. I keep switching colors. I hit a color to catch one on. I caught both 2 pounders on this bait right here. Hey! Maybe I'll auction this bait off right here. This bait's caught 2 pounders. Do I hear 30? Do I hear 40? Oh, I'm just kidding, guys. Like I say, don't get caught up in a bait. This Willow Tail is a good bait. And it's a good cold water bait, okay? Roy, that watches the channel, him and I text back and forth. I just got done texting with him. I sent him that picture. He sent me a picture. They caught, I hate to quote this, they caught 3 or 4 or more 2 pounders just a few days ago also. And he said he caught them all on the Willow Tails that he got from me, okay? He won one of the Porter catches also. Okay, guys, hope that helps you. I'm trying to show you the video what I'm doing. Get out on your waters. My water was 44 this morning. When I come in, it was 47. I moved to another spot. The last place I stopped, I think it was 45 or 46. It's going to vary through the lake. Depends on how much sunlight it's getting on the water, the color of the water, all that makes a difference. Now, it's going to lose that tonight. It's supposed to be 30 tonight. We was 26 last night. So at night, it's losing that heat. It's averaging about 44 first thing in the morning, all right? When your water's in that area, crappie, the big crappie, are using open water. I'm sure they are. And they're going to be around the shad, and then they'll keep moving back. And as the water probably gets up, let's say, in the 50s, 52, 54, they'll be back further, guys, in the creek. They'll move their way back to creeks toward the spawning areas. They'll stay in open water until they spawn. Until they move to that spawning bed, they're going to be in open water areas. They may move up on brush or something, but in the lake here, very seldom. Once they move to brush or docks, it's going to be to spawn, okay? Then after that, they're hard to find. You know, how many 2 pounders on this lake that I live on? After the spawn, maybe for a week, you catch a few big ones, but those 2 pounders disappear. Now's the time of the year to catch them. That's why I was making this video. I'm going to load it to y'all as soon as you can. Now's the time to get in open water and chase the big crappie. All right, guys, and one more thing, without making this too long. I'm trying to make it short as I can. Somebody asked me, how does the LiveScope help you? This is when the LiveScope helps you, okay? If you had a dartboard and you closed your eyes and you spun around and threw at the dartboard, that's what you're doing when you just casting without a LiveScope. With the LiveScope, you look over and go, there's one right there at 30 feet. All right, my bait's behind him. You can see your target. You can see your bait most of the time. Okay, I got my bait close to him. I watched both these fish roll up and grab the bait. I can see it. That's how a LiveScope helps you. Because people ask me all the time, how's that LiveScope help? And so open water, it really helps you, okay? You get on a brush pile, no. If you see the brush piles there and you run over with your depth finder, you know it's right there, and you put your buoy out there, it ain't gonna make a whole lot of difference, guys. You throw it, come across your brush pile. When you're fishing open water and it's early season, I think it's when it's at its best. The LiveScope's at its best when you're looking around hunting for fish, guys, to cast out. All right? Hey, appreciate you. Thank each and every one of you. My channel keeps on growing. Remember the ported catches, the giveaways are on Sundays. I'm going to start trying to do a video. So usually on Wednesday nights, I announce it. I still might go up and type in who the winner is on Wednesday night, and I'll make the video on Wednesday nights. But guys, I got to load it. I got to edit it, which takes about an hour, hour and a half. Then I got to load it to YouTube. Takes about an hour and a half. Okay. So it's hard. I got home early last time I got it in that day. But it might be Thursdays or even Fridays before you see the video on who won. All right, guys. Depends on my work schedule, guys. I'm still working. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do. Thank y'all for the great comments. I get some great comments, guys. I really do appreciate you. Appreciate every good comment, guys. Hey, we'll see you next time right here on Fishing Lake Country.